Have you been seeing 11:11 on the clock more often than you feel comfortable with? You are not alone. You might have been wondering why your eyes keep going to the clock when it displays 11:11. There are a lot of theories about this phenomenon, and there is a scientific explanation to the 11:11 occurrence as well, at which we'll be looking at in this episode. The 11:11 phenomenon is widely reported in real life, with many online discussion forums dedicated to figuring out the meaning behind the numbers. Many people report feeling haunted by the numbers, thinking the continuously appearing 11s are ominous. So is there anything special about the numbers? Should we be afraid? Science says no. Rather than being supernatural warning signs, psychologists say the 11:11 phenomenon is a classic case of apophenia. Apophenia is the human tendency to see connection and meaning between unrelated things, like randomly occurring data. Looking for patterns has an evolutionary purpose in humans. It's our method for trying to put order in the chaos. Apophenia feeds on itself, since the more people are conscious of something, the more they will notice it in the world around them, and they will become more and more convinced that the pattern is, in fact, real, like the 11s of the clock. Many people on online forums claim they haven't noticed the pattern of 11s until they heard about it from someone else, which also is a telltale sign of apophenia. After people find out about the phenomenon, they start noticing the 11s, and each encounter will seem more significant than the last. But we don't have to hear about the 11:11 phenomenon from someone else. Cognitive scientists have concluded that the human brain is wired to look for meaningful patterns in sensory data it collects from the world. Usually, this cognitive wiring helps us by allowing us to pick out important information out of a pool of background noise. But with like most of our cognitive abilities, humans can overdo this one as well, by finding patterns where there are none. We see figures in the darkness and numerical coincidences. Once we find these patterns, they easily become meaningful with the help of our imagination. So, according to science, we don't have to be afraid or see any deeper meaning behind noticing the time when it says 11:11. But it's also interesting to look at the cognitive wirings we all have and understand ourselves and each other a bit more.